Hello, Kentucky. So good to be here with you. I want to thank God for this great Kentucky day. And I want to thank, right now, take the time to consider those who are from sea to sea and in faraway lands. The greatest among us, our sons and daughters of the military. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to thank our Freedom Works family and our friend Glenn Beck and all of you who had us here today. And while I have your attention, how about those Kentucky Wildcats? How about it? We have come today to say it loud. We're American and proud, and we're glad to be here in the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're American, and we are proud to be here. There is no other land on the face of the earth where the individual has the type of human rights that we have here in America, that we can exercise here in the USA. But the question has to be asked, why is it then that there are so many elected officials that you and I have placed in office who vilify you and me, who say that it's time for us to go away, who say that they're coming after us? It is time now for us to stand up and stop running away from who we are and stand firm on the American principles that made us this great nation that we are. I'll tell you why they vilify us. It's because we have allowed so many weasels to be elected to office, sent them to Washington. Those weasels who deny American exceptionalism. Those weasels who are saying to our children in their schools that we need to conform, that we need to bow down to those foreign interests. They're saying to you and I that America is no longer the great shining light upon the hill and that we need to conform to those things. Let us send this message today from Louisville, Kentucky. No, 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 we will not bow down. We will not conform, and we will not go away. We are the children from the land of Pluribus Unum. From the many, one, and from the one, many. We send this message as well, that we are sick to death of neurotic, psychotic, and pig-headed politicians who are lying to us. We are tired of that, and we will not tolerate it any longer. Each of us have our own unique American story. It does not matter if your ancestors came here on the Mayflower, if they came here as an indentured servant, or if they came here on slave ships like mine. The most beautiful thing about our nation, the most beautiful thing about America, is that in the DNA of each and every true American is a thirst for liberty and freedom, and friends, that must never go away. We must defend that. The endowment that we have as individual Americans is given to us by our Creator. There is no other place on earth where you can have the American way of life. There's no other place on earth where you can have the American kind of liberty. And friends, there is no other place on earth where you can pursue the American kind of happiness. If you don't believe me, you ask the immigrants whether they're here legally or illegally. Why do they come to America? And they'll tell you, because it is the land of the free, because it is the home of the brave. You, my friends, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its savor, it's good for nothing but to be thrown out, trampled under the foot of men. You, my friends, you are the light of the world. You are that city, America, that sits upon a hill, a city that cannot be hid. No matter who try to put our light out, we still have an endowment from our Creator, and we should walk proud with our heads up high, regardless of where we go in the world, because we are Americans, and we're proud of that. We're an exceptional land. But to be great again, we're going to have to defeat the prophets of entitlement and the hustlers of race and the enemies of the free market. We must restore again the prosperous attitude that has made us this great nation that we are. Americans are an independent people. We send this message today also from Louisville. We want to tell big government, we don't want your food, we don't want your housing, and we sure don't want your government health care. We, as Americans, we just want big government to get out of our way and get their hands out of our pockets. That's what we want. We want your hands out of our pockets. Change of national oppression. The chains of national oppression. I hear them rattling. But I can look out and I see it in your eyes. I see among you a great army of Americans that is rising up. I see an army that is rising up that will break every chain that the progressive liberals have tried to put upon the American soul. You are that army. Friends, hear me please. As I leave you today, there is still a question that our founding fathers had to answer. And it is a question that the greatest generation, the generation of World War II, had to answer. And it is a question, if we are to survive, that we will have to answer. And this is the question. Are there any patriots in this place? Is there anyone who will stand up for God and country? Who will stand up to defend the Republic? Who will stand up for the Constitution of the United States? Then patriots, Americans, stand up! Stand up! Stand up! God bless you. God bless America.